Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be having a look at the solo from A Ghost in the Trenches by Sabaton. Let's have a look at it. Alright guys, tuning for the song is going to be standard E tuning, so get yourself in tune and let's get started. Alright guys, now we're going to be starting off with this phrase. We're going to be sliding into 9 of the 4th, and then we're going to do a slide from 5 to 11 on the 3rd. And then that's going 14, 12 on the 2nd with vibrato on 12, and you hold that, and then eventually you slide out of it. We're gonna slide to 11 of the 3rd, play 12 on the 2nd, and then 14 of the 2nd. You're gonna hit 14 of the 2nd again, doing a half tone bend release, going like. Then you play 12. And then back to 11 on the 3rd with vibrato, and you just hold that. Alright, so we have so far. And now the next part. Alright, so we're going to be starting off doing. It's similar to what we had from before, 11 on the 3rd, 12 on the 2nd, 14, and then again with a half-tone bended release. Go back 12, and then we're going to play 11, but now we're not going to really hold it at 11, we're just going to go back 12, so. And then when we go to 14, we're not going to hit twice, we're only going to hit once, and it's going to be with the bend release. Alright, so what we have so far from this part. We got 12 after that. And then we're going to play 10. And then we're going to play 10 again, sliding at 12. Giving it some vibrato. So everything so far. And now, alright, so we're gonna do the half-tone bend release on 14, 12 on the 2nd, 11 on the 3rd, 12 on the 2nd, but now 10 on the 1st, slide from 12 to 14 on the 1st, and then 12, 10, vibrato on 14. So this last part we had to look at. Alright, and now we're gonna have so what we're doing here is that we're gonna do the half-tone bend release, 12 on the 2nd, 11 on the 3rd, 12 on the 2nd, and then the half-tone bend release again, 12 on the 2nd, 10, and then 10 slide 12, and then you play 10 again. So same idea, going 8 to 10, and then 7 to 10, But now we're gonna do, after reciting to 10 and hold it there for a second, you're gonna hammer 12, pull back off to 10, then play 8 and then 7. So we'd have alright, that's pretty much that. Let's have another look at this section slowly with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. Here's how it's going to start off. We're going to sign to 12 of the third. Going to play 11. And then we're going to have a hammer on to a pull-off going 9, 11, 9. But keep in mind the timing of this is going to be like an 8th note and then 2 16th notes. So the first note is slightly held and then the hammer pull-off is a little bit faster. What the note I'm playing after that is going to be 9 on the 4th, so now 11 on the 4th and then 7. So we have and now 10 on the 2nd and then on the 3rd. Now we have, we're going to play 11, do the same thing we had with the hammer on to pull off, same timing, going 9, 11, 9, so. And then play on the 4th string, 12, 11, 12, vibrato 12 the second time. So we have again. Alright, and now the second part goes like this. Alright, so we're going to be sliding into 12 of the 3rd. Playing 11. We do the hammer on to pull off. Keep in mind, all hammer ons and pull offs here have the same idea. It's going to be an 8th note, then 2 16th notes. Alright, so I'm going to stop calling it out from this point on. Alright, so 9, 11 to 9 as a hammer on to pull off. Then you play 7. And then we're gonna do hammer on to pull off going 6, 7, 6. So we have. Well, we're gonna play 9 on the 4th, and then 8 on the 4th. So we have. And then we're gonna slide into 12 of the 3rd, play 11, and then play 11 on the 4th. So we have so far what's in the second section goes like this. And now what we have afterwards is. So what we're doing there is we're gonna have 12, 11, 12 on the 4th, and then 14 twice, and then 12, 14, and then 11 on the 3rd twice. So now that's going 9 on the 4th, 13 on the 4th, and then 11 on the 3rd. So we have And now we're gonna play 12 and do the hammer on the pull-off idea, going 10, 12, and then 10. So we'll play 12 on the third after that. So, and now same hammer on pull-off idea, going 11, 12, 11 on the third. So you play 9 after that, and then we'll have 9 on the fourth, 11, and then 7. So what we have so far from this part, now 10 on the second, 8 on the second, and then 11 on the third. That's the part after. Right after you play 11 on the third, we're gonna have 9 and then 12 on the fourth, and then 11 on the third, 12 on the second, and then 14 on the second. So we have, playing it up to speed, you can see that after that 14 on the second, I'm gonna rake into a full tone bend into 14 with vibrato. So, alright, so recapping the whole section thus far, the entirety of the second section thus far goes like this. Alright, now the last part goes like this. Alright, so I'm doing a lot of finger twisting here. I think that's a better alternative than doing barring. In fact, that's the case for the entirety of the solo. So it's gonna be palm muted a bit. That's gonna be 9, 8, 9 on the fourth. And then I'm gonna jump in with my index finger to 9 of the third. Still palm muted. Now 10 on the fifth with my middle, 9 on the fourth with the index, and then 9 on the third with middle. So we have, and then 8 on the first with index, with middle we're gonna do 9 on the fourth, and then with the ring 9 on the third. And then 8 on the second string with first. Excuse me, when I said first, I meant the index finger. Alright, and keep in mind that all the notes on the 5th, 4th, 3rd string are palm muted, while the second string is not palm muted. And now we're gonna have, that's going on the 3rd string, 11, and then 11 on the 4th, and then 11 on the 3rd. And these are not palm muted. Then we're gonna do 9 on the 2nd, 11 on the 2nd, and then 11 on the 3rd, 9 on the 2nd, and then 11 on the 2nd. So it goes. And then finally, a slide out from 12 on the 2nd without any vibrato or anything. So we'd have this part. Alright, so to recap the entirety of the second section, then we'll have another look at it slowly with some tabs. Alright, now with tabs. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this lesson for the solo from A Ghost in the Trenches by Sabaton. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for our Sabaton lesson playlist. There's a lot there, and there's going to be more added too. We're going to continue doing the new album as well as some stuff from the older album, so stay tuned for that. And if you have any requests, leave in the comments below, whether it's a solo or riff lesson. Happy shredding, guys.